Hello children, in our last class we discussed about noun clauses. Today we are going to discuss about relative clauses. What is relative clause? Relative clause is a subordinate clause that does the work of an adjective. Number 2, the clause that modifies the antecedent is also called a relative clause. Number 3, a dependent clause that begins with a relative pronoun such as who, whom, which, that, or whose is also called a relative clause. Let's take some examples. He who runs fast is my elder brother. My sister who is from Bhubaneswar is a doctor. He who runs fast is my elder brother. Here, who runs fast is the relative clause. Because here who represent he, the subject. And the clause who runs fast modifies the subject or the antecedent or the noun, here he, because all the subject is a noun. So it does the work of an adjective, so it is a relative clause. Number 2, my sister who is from Bhubaneswar is a doctor. Here who is from Bhubaneswar is the relative clause. Here who represent the noun my sister, and here the noun is the subject, and who is from Bhubaneswar modifies the noun my sister. So it is a relative clause. The relative clause which is essential to modify the antecedent is called defining relative clause. But the relative clause which is not essential and is an extra information or more information against the antecedent is called non-defining relative clause. Relative clauses are of two kinds. Number 1 is defining relative clause. Number 2 is non-defining relative clause. We are going to discuss about defining relative clause. The relative clause which is essential to modify the antecedent is called defying relative clause. We will take an example. It is the book which will interest you. Here, the relative clause is which will interest you. And here the antecedent is the book. And book is the noun. And the clause which will interest you modifies the noun, the book. And that's why the book is the antecedent. And here the relative clause is essential to modify the antecedent, the book. So the clause is a defying relative clause. Now we will discuss about another example. The man who is standing is my friend. Here, the defying relative clause is who is standing, because it is essential to modify the antecedent here, the man, and man is the antecedent. And here is the defying relative clause. And in the first example, it is the antecedent. And which will interest you is the defining relative clause. The man who is standing is my friend. Here, the man is my friend is the main clause. But who is standing is the relative clause because it modifies the antecedent, the man. And here, which will interest you, the clause modifies the antecedent, the book. So, it is a defying relative clause. We are going to discuss about non-defying relative clause. The relative clause which is not essential to modify the antecedent is called non-defying relative clause. Number 2. It is an extra information or more information given against the antecedent. Take an example. My mother, who is in Koraput, is a teacher. Here, my mother is the antecedent. And here, who is in Koraput is the relative clause. But the relative clause is not essential to modify the antecedent my mother. So it is called non-defined relative clause. And my mother is a teacher is the main clause. When non-defined relative clause is given, after and before comma is given. And if it is used in the end of the sentence, only before a comma is given. We will take another example of non-defined relative clause. I often go to Mumbai, which is the commercial capital of India. I often go to Mumbai is the main clause. And which is the commercial capital of India is the non-defined relative clause. And it is given at the end of the sentence, so one comma is given here. And after the full stop, no comma will be given here. Here the antecedent is Mumbai. And here is the which is the commercial capital of India is the non-defined relative clause. And here who is in Koraput is also non-defined relative clause. Here Mumbai is a known place. So the information is not essential to modify Mumbai. So it is an extra information. That's why this clause is non-defined relative clause. Now we are going to discuss about relative pronouns and their uses. For people, the relative pronoun who or whom is used. Particularly for subject, who is used, and for object, whom is used. Instead of whom may be used for object. For non-people means non-person, the relative pronoun which or that is used. For both person and non-person, the relative pronoun whose is used. Now we are going to combine the two sentences using with a correct relative pronoun. The sick were delighted. Mother Teresa served the sick. Here the sick is the subject and here the sick is the object. Here the sick relates with the sick and here the sick is the object. So the relative pronoun either who or whom is used. Then we will write in a sentence, sick who or whom Mother Teresa served were delighted. I met a woman. Her son is an OS officer. Here, a woman links with her son. But here, her is linked with the woman. So, the relative pronoun whose is used because it is a possessive word. For possessive especially, the relative pronoun whose is used. We will combine the two sentences now. I met a woman whose son is an OS officer. Don't sit on the table. It has a broken leg. In the first sentence, the table links with it. Here it is the subject. So the relative pronoun will be used which or that. Now we will combine the two sentences. Don't sit on the table which has a broken leg. The relative pronoun that and which both are used in defined relative clause, but which is only used in non-defined relative clause for non-person. Now, we are going to discuss about some questions. Combine the pair with the relative pronoun. Amit is intelligent, he is the monitor of the class. Yes, here Amit represent he and he is the subject. So, here the subject pronoun who is used. Amit, who is the monitor of the class, comma, is intelligent. Number 2 or B. All is not gold, it glitters. Very good. Here all represent it. So it is a non-person. That's why we will use that. All that glitters is not gold. C. My elder brother works hard. They invited him. Very good. Here, my elder brother represents the word him, and him is the here object. So, object pronoun either who or whom is used. My elder brother whom or who they invited works hard. Here we have to use the comma here and beginning and the end of the non-defined relative clause. D. I go to Cuttack. It is a famous city. Very good. Here Cuttack represents the word it. So it is a non-person and Cuttack is also a non-person. So the relative clause which is only used because it is a non-defined relative clause. I go to Cuttack which is a famous city. E. It is the dog. Its color is black. Very good. Here the dog here represent the word its color. Here its means a possessive word. So instead of possessive word, here whose is used. It is the dog whose color is black. Now we'll discuss some more questions. Underline the relative clause and say whether defined or non-defined relative clause. A. Ashok, who is my classmate, is handsome. Very good. And it is the relative clause and it is non-defined. B. I don't find the book which my father bought. Very good. And which my father bought is the relative clause and it is defining relative clause. C. The only question that is difficult is solved easily. Very good. That is difficult. And it is defining relative clause. D. I like the man whom my father helped. Very good. Whom my father helped is the relative clause and it is defining relative clause. E. Here is a tiger whose right leg has a wound. Very good. Whose right leg has a wound is the relative clause and it is also defining relative clause. Today we discussed about relative clauses. This chapter is over. Thank you. Bye bye.